Hi, everybody. Today I wanted to talk to you about a strategy that we use for kids who struggle with joint attention. Joint attention is whenever a child or another person establishes a shared communication with someone else. So what that looks like is if your child is playing with, let's say, a jack-in-the-box, and whenever they're rolling the jack-in-the-box, rolling it and waiting, and it pops up and surprises them, they're surprised and they immediately look to you to share their enthusiasm. That is joint attention. They're registering that another person is in the room and they want to share their experience with them. For some of our kiddos with communication disorders, that's a tough thing for them to establish, joint attention. So this is a strategy that I want to talk about. It actually comes from the Hannon program. It's from a program that's called It Takes Two to Talk. It's a paid program that gives parents training on some things that they can do to help establish communication between them and their child. And one strategy I did want to tell you about is called OWL. O-W-L. OWL stands for observe, wait, and listen. And I'm going to kind of break it down. So O is observe. So that would be just kind of sitting back and let your child gravitate to whatever it is they're interested in. So if they find a toy that they like, or they're interested in the TV, they're interested in something else that they see, just sit and observe. Watch what they gravitate to, because that's going to be what motivates them to communicate. The second is wait. So our job then is to wait, to keep our bodies calm and our voices quiet, and watch and wait to see what they do. How do they interact with what they're motivated by? How do they find this interesting? We wait and see. The next is listen. So be very careful and pay lots of attention to the words or sounds that your child is making. Something that I like to do whenever I'm starting to work with kids is just sit, observe, wait, and listen. And whenever I can see that they are in a routine or they've found something interesting, that is when I butt in and I say, "What is that? That is so cool." And then you can start talking to them about this thing that they're motivated by. So that's a really good way to start off with joint attention. If you're just kind of working with your kids at home to see how they can interact with you, a good rule of thumb is just to always let your child lead. So see what it is that your child is interested in and base it off of their interests, because it can be kind of hard for us or for them to want to pay attention when it's something that they didn't choose for themselves. So that is a quick strategy for you. And if you have any questions, always feel free to email me at KatherineJohnson@WSDR4. Thanks, everybody.